What's up, guys? It's your girl Jess is the best out here doing a vlog takeover because I know you guys have been requesting it. So out here just taking our daily nightly stroll. Did you guys see that? The hell, I swear there was something there.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Give me my vlog.
Oh my god!
back.
Ah! Oh my god, shit! I'm gonna die now! Get away from me, you little punk!
Child.
You can't hurt me! You're just a wrinkly ass clown!
Come back here, child. Stop! Turn, pussy. The time has come. Your vlogs are mine once again. The vlogs are mine once again. Unlimited power!
Oh yeah, she did.
So I bought a lightsaber. Why did I buy a lightsaber? Still trying to figure that out. I asked people if I should buy a lightsaber or not, and one person replied, why not? And that's the sentiment I'm feeling right now. Hi y'all, Editor Austin here. I'm really sorry about the weird focus shifting thing. I think my camera's sensitivity is set to it's too high. But yeah, enjoy the video. Lightsabers. But I bought a lightsaber because partly I'm a child. And who isn't? I'm also kind of a big Star Wars fan. I've watched all the movies. I've watched most of the TV shows. They were all pretty good. The sequel trilogy, questionable content, but that's not relevant. Part of it, Vader Immortal, playing it in VR, having a virtual lightsaber in VR made me want to get a real one because I'm insane. Also, I have a lot of Star Wars Legos. You can probably see a Boba Fett Slave 1 up here somewhere hanging on the ceiling. Unnecessary, but also very necessary. So I went on Reddit, a very scary place, and I did some research and I landed on an LGT lightsaber with a Neopixel blade and Proffieboard internals. If you have no idea what that means, that's okay because I have no idea either. Basically, the internals, which is the Proffieboard, is fully customizable. It's a little circuit board that controls all of the lighting and all the sounds and all that fun stuff. Proffieboard is a really nice board that allows you to fully customize everything through software, and you can just plug it in your computer and do some fun customization stuff. You could usually get internals that already have a preset number of effects. You can get something with a few presets and then you can't customize it, but a Proffieboard allows full customization. It's a little more expensive, but you get some extra features with it. The second part was a Neopixel blade. Essentially there are two types of blades, a Neopixel blade and a baselit blade. Essentially the difference is a Neopixel blade has LEDs in the actual blade itself, whereas the baselit doesn't, and the LEDs are actually in the hilt. So the baselit, basically a flashlight with a big glow rod stick thing. Main differences between the two: Neopixels consume a lot more energy. Some people say they're a little less durable and they are far more expensive than a regular baselit blade. Either way, being the bad financial decision person that I am, I went for the most expensive option, which is Neopixel with a Proffieboard. Proffieboard might not be the most expensive, but also being the stingy person that I am, I tried to find the cheapest way of getting that combination. I found this one off of AliExpress, which in itself kind of seems a little jank.
LGT Lightsaber Metal Hilt Force FX Heavy Dueling Lightsaber Infinite Color Changing with 9 sound fonts Sensitive Smooth Swing.
I found the combination on AliExpress, which is where the cheapest option I could find. I think it was $189. I'll leave a picture here, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, 2 weeks later, which for China shipping is actually not that bad. 2 weeks later, it arrived in my house, and here is what came in the box.
So the first thing was the hilt. I thought it looked cool as there are little holes in it that kind of show off the blade before you see the whole thing, but I don't really know. It's fairly simple, but I think it looks cool in my opinion. Everything was kind of jankily covered in tape, as you can hear, but whatever. Next was the blade. It's about 36 inches long. I think it's an inch in diameter. Nothing special. It's a Neopixel blade. It has LEDs in the blade, making it brighter, but use a little more energy, but also give you the cool animations. Next thing is the barrel charger. Just a charger that plugs into the side of the hilt. Then we had this little plastic bag which contained an Allen key and then 4 screws to attach the blade of the hilt, and kind of a little card explaining the functions on the saber.
Welcome back to present day me. So I've actually got the hilt right here. It's pretty awesome. It's actually a lot heavier than I thought. I made 2 minor modifications. Essentially, I put some electrical tape here just to break up the gray blandness. Then I added some tennis leatherette style grip tape to the bottom half, obviously to break up the color, but also just for some comfort reasons. But yeah, nothing major. All right, people. So here's how you assemble it. You can see, you might be able to see it. There's these 2 screws here. The screws that came in the little bag should fit into these threaded holes here. And essentially you take this guy, you grab the blade, and then you just take the Allen key and screw it into those holes. Obviously not too hard because you don't want to be cracking the plastic, but hard enough that it'll be staying in place and won't be wiggling about. It shouldn't make any creaking noises like that when you wiggle it. So let's go a little more. A lot better. Okay. And yeah, so here is the lightsaber. I can't stop smiling. It's I love it so much. And like but yeah, this is what it looks like. It's pretty awesome. In terms of build quality, it's all one piece of like aluminum that like all screws together pretty snugly. Everything screws in nicely and doesn't feel too jagged. Most of the edges here are smooth, but yeah, everything's like an even color. It's pretty damn solid. In terms of durability of the blade, if that's something you're worried about, don't really be worried too much about it unless you're doing like full baseball bat swings, which you shouldn't be doing. In my basement, I may or may not have been trying to mess with it a little bit and brought the lightsaber too high and then broken a light bulb with it. Yeah, these noodle arms don't have that much power anyway, so you shouldn't be too worried about durability. But yeah, let's take it apart and have a look at what's inside.
Luckily, on this lightsaber, the Allen key actually fits all of the screws. First thing you're going to do, screw off the bottom. That's a coupler. The coupler just allows you to connect 2 lightsabers together so you can have like one long double-edged lightsaber, which is kind of nice for them to include. Here, just take off the bottom part of the hilt, and then it exposes the actual core. Here you can see that's the Proffieboard. You can see behind it is the battery. Let's take out the battery here. And that's the speaker right there. Some reviews say it doesn't sound great. From what I can tell, it sounds fine. You'll see later in my jank-ass demonstration. But yeah, next thing, take off the screws on the front, and then there's a screw on the back. Just remember which screws went where, because the back screw is different from the front 2 screws. Okay, now that everything's undone, it should be pretty easy just to pop it out. You might need to push the buttons in a little bit. It should pop out nice and easily. Alright, so here's the internal core. You can see the hilt. So here's all the parts that go into this lightsaber. Yeah, so button, charger on the back, just the battery slot. Yeah, the Proffieboard, you can see the white circuit board right there. There's a micro USB port on the end that you can plug into for your computer. Here is the top part. So normally on a baselit lightsaber, you'd have a light there, but these just have pins for the Neopixel. The joints seem a little jank, but it's not too bad. All right, and all we do now is just put everything back together. Okay, and the only cool thing here is that when you put it in, it makes a nice noise. That's what she said, just a nice attention to detail thing.
Hi there. We're gonna do our twirling down here. Welcome to my basement. It's much bigger space than my room, so I can do some ridiculous shenanigans. Alright people, there are 19 different sound fonts on this saber. I'm gonna spend the longest time on the first one, and then all of them will have the same general idea to them. Like, let's fix one thing. 1, 2. You can't see me though, so. This is Kylo Ren. He has a fun sound font. Yeah, all of them will have a thing where you hit them, it flashes. And the benefit with a Neopixel lightsaber, you can light up certain sections of the lightsaber with a different color. Where a regular lightsaber, you'll only be able to like make the whole thing glow when you hit something. So if you clash, you can see that this section is that. It's like you're holding a lightsaber against someone else's lightsaber. And then you also have blaster fire with all of these. And all of them have music, except I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not going to play the music. They all have smooth swing, so it makes noise throughout the whole motion of the swing. And then they also have a twist, where you can light up just a certain part of the lightsaber. Neopixel gives you some extra animation, so you saw the turn on animation. Here's another turn off animation. And this is Rey. You see the scroll on. And yeah. All the sabers have the same functionality. They just execute it differently. But yeah, I'm gonna get through all of them. Okay, here we go. This is the dark saber from The Mandalorian. Has a cool flamey animation. Also weird turn-off music.
Master Yoda.
Count Dooku. You are a bold one.
Has a cool noise. Also, when you flip it upside down, the thing gets shorter.
Your destiny lies with me. I'm Cal Kestis.
General, Amazing royalty.
Classic blue, little flickery.
Never fought anyone like me. I am the dark side, my master. Spectrum.
Oh yeah, so one last thing you can do is while it's on, you point it down, you twist it, I think? Yeah, so you press the button and hold, and then you twist the lightsaber, and then you can change the color by rotating the lightsaber.
Color selected.
So now I have a pink lightsaber. These are just some final closing thoughts on this saber. I'm gonna look over here once in a while because I've got some random notes and stuff and things, but basically, overall, this saber is pretty awesome. It's durable, it's bright, it's well put together, and yeah, in things that I thought would be a problem from the internet, battery life, I realistically don't use the thing for more than like 20 minutes at a time. From what I can see, it's not too big of a deal. At $190, I think it's a pretty damn good deal. To get that Neopixel blade with Proffieboard internals, or to get that customizability with some companies like, I don't know, Saber Forge, you might have to spend far more. Obviously, the hilt of the lightsaber is not as fancy as some other companies, and it's pretty simple, but I think that's a good trade-off to get that extra functionality and cool lookingness. That's not a word. Cool lookingness that you get with this lightsaber. Anyway, I'm a child. I love it. I'm going insane. Hi y'all, me again. Just one thing to note, if you're like in a pinch and kind of need a lightsaber quickly, the LGT one only took like 2 or 3 weeks. In comparison to other custom lightsabers, 2 to 3 weeks is a relatively short amount of time. So just another benefit to think about at that cheaper price, but simpler design. You can definitely go cheaper. I think this same one you can get with like a basic blade and nothing fancy in it for 50 bucks. Obviously I wouldn't go for that. I went with Neopixel for the first time and I love Neopixel, so yeah, financial decisions help. But yeah, it's a good budget saber with good internals and a Neopixel blade. I think it might be the cheapest you can find on the internet. I'm not 100% sure. If you find something cheaper, hit me up. Maybe I'll do a review on it. I think if you're looking for a good saber that has really good features, this is the one to go for. I'll leave a link in the description as usual if you want to buy it. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like the content, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.